Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well today. Today I wanted to share with you my very quick clothes steaming routine slash my favorite steamer that I found over the years and I love, and I think it makes the job of steaming clothes just much faster and the results a lot better because this particular one has the best features. And I figured I would share my routine with you because I like to share style videos with you, and this is kind of like part of style. You know, having beautiful clothes means that they're clean and wrinkle free as well. And actually that's something my grandma taught me. This is basically what she would tell me. She always would say, you don't have to have really expensive clothes, you don't have to have really new clothes. If you just take something that's maybe a little bit older and maybe a little bit worn, you can make it look very nice and presentable as long as it's clean and wrinkle free. And she always taught me that, and I remembered that message and I still love it. I still think about her when I steam clothes, I guess, but you know, just in that really nice way, because I think that message is so nice because it really means that you don't have to have a lot of money to look presentable and have nice clothes as long as you take good care of them. So I really love that message, and I love that she taught me that, and I'm passing on the lesson to you, I guess, or sharing the lesson with you. Anyway, the steamer I have is a really great one. It's by Conair, and I gotta show you a couple of different features of the steamer. It is a handheld one, which I really like because it's not bulky and you don't have to have a ton of space to store the steamer. It's not that big, but at the same time it does hold a decent amount of water. I do feel like you have to refill the water once or twice if you're steaming a lot of clothes, or if you're steaming on a high steam setting. Obviously the more steam it's producing, the faster the water is gonna go. That makes sense. It has, let's see, 5 different settings. I find that number 3 is the one I use a lot for like medium thickness type fabrics. If the fabric is really stubborn, I go up to 5, and I do that a lot for like thicker cottons or linens or something like that. I also love, this is an amazing feature that this steamer has, it has a hot plate here. Because this is hot, you can press this into your clothing and it sort of acts like an iron slash steamer. And I think it's a really good feature. I sometimes actually, if I am trying to straighten out like fabric belts or something for dresses, I pull on the belt and I press this into the belt, and the steam comes out, and the heat from the hot plate here, the front plate here, really does help to loosen out any of the creases. I was just blanking on that word. I also really love that this has this clip here. I sometimes use it, sometimes I don't, but I do think it's a good feature because I do feel like it can be very useful at times, especially for like the bottoms of dresses or skirts or shirts, basically bottoms of anything. There is steam that comes out through a hole here at the top, and you can press the fabric in between the steam and this clip here and kind of drag it across, and that helps to, again, press and steam your fabric. And again, a great feature. You might find that this really works for you in certain situations, maybe not others, but I really appreciate this for, again, ends of dresses in my case, because it just helps to kind of straighten the fabric out as you're going along on the end. I also find that this part, just like the normal steaming, works really well as well. I also really like, just a side note, the fact that there is a steamer start and stop button, so you're not wasting water in here. Say if you want to put it down and kind of flip your clothes around or something like that, which I do all the time, you can just do this very quickly and conveniently. Or if you're even moving the hanger around, if you want to steam the back of something, you can just stop the steamer so that it's not wasting water and then restart it back up. Also, I wanted to say that I've never had any issues with any kind of hot water spewing out of the steamer if I'm steaming something on the side like this, say like bedding or something. I don't steam bedding a lot, but sometimes if you wash your bedding and you sort of want it to look de-wrinkled and presentable, it's a good idea to have a steamer that can do that anyway. And I've had steamers before where that wasn't the case. You tilt them on the side and hot water would be spewing, which is quite dangerous. So in my experience, I've never had any issues with this having anything but steam come out of it. If that makes any sense. No water, just steam. Also, this is a side note, but I wanted to share with you the hanger holder, the over the door hanger holder that I use to hang up my hangers as I am steaming them. I think it's a really great one. Again, you don't have to get that one, or maybe you have a different way of hanging up your clothes, but I tend to just do it over the closet door. You want to be a little bit careful not to put a lot of hot steam into the door, especially if your door is like wooden or something, just because it's not going to appreciate that. I've never had any issues with it myself because my hangers usually tend to be further out, and I tend to have hangers behind like the ones I'm steaming, so I have a couple of layers of clothes usually as I'm steaming something, so I've never had any issues with like too much steam getting towards the door. And I tend to steam a lot of different types of clothes with like different needs, I guess. You know, some clothes have folds, others don't, some are thick fabric, some are really thin fabric, and so I feel like it does a great job with so many different types of garments and fabrics and like areas on the clothing, and I love it. Anyway, this is just a really quick-ish, I don't know how quick this video is because I've been kind of rambling on, but it's just something I wanted to share with you because it's just part of my weekly routine. I steam my clothes, I wash my clothes and steam my clothes on Friday night, so that's my Friday night fun. And it's not something I necessarily look forward to, but I also know that it's one of the easiest things or easiest processes I found for me, and so I'm grateful for that part, and I'm grateful to have sort of ready to go clothes for the rest of the week. And I figured, you know, I might want to share this with you just because if I feel like it's a good part of my weekly routine and it has to do with style, then maybe it's something that you're going to be interested in as well. These types of videos don't tend to do that well for me, if I'm honest. I feel like people prefer beauty and all of that, and I totally get it. I love those topics as well, but once in a while I just like to add something for the home. It's kind of like another thing I love, just like home type things, and steaming, I guess, is part of that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. It really took me a long time to get all the clips of me steaming clothes because I was actually steaming clothes and I had a lot of clothes to steam that day. I had to steam all of my summer things and winter things and everything because I just wanted to put winter away and summer in the closet, and so I had a lot of steaming to do that day. And with filming it took a while, but normally it doesn't take so long. So anyway, on that note, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to give this one a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more future videos. Probably not about steaming, but you never know. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day and hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.